going on? Alright. We're smiling, we're riding. We're going hard, baby. Let's just make sure that's working. Alright, there we go. Alright, recent. Let's play The Witcher 3. A Wild Hunt. Oh my god, I'm so excited, guys. I'm going to move myself a little closer. We'll get rid of the starting soon. Hello. How are you all doing today? It's just launching now. I'll get rid of the black screen. Oh, that'd be glorious. How are we all doing? Day 3. God, I don't even know what day it is anymore. There we go. Day 3 of quarantine. Right.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia.
You go really quiet, isn't it?
The sorceress Yennefer.
I've kind of forgotten what day it is, to be honest.
Years, but now seem just a few steps.
What day is it? What year is it anymore? We don't know. We never know anymore. We just roll with it. We roll with the punches. You can see me. I can see you. And it's looking good. I got the right things again too. Welcome back. So remember last time, or this time anyway, we're here in the Nilfgaardian quarters. Here it is on Armor's table. Nice. So we finally talked to. We talked to the guy who's in charge of this area. Some Nilfgaardian guy. You know, a Nilfgaardian guy. That Nilfgaardian guy. And basically he told us that if we want information about Yennefer, we need to help solve the Griffin problem. Which, you know, we ran into the Griffin at the start of White Orchard. It was eating and beating Bram. So I'm just quickly doing a double check and make sure it's all working. Which is cool. Armor's table again. How are we all doing? I just need to refresh my memory, see where we're all at. Viper Silver Sword. It's not as good as mine, so I can sell on that sword actually. I'm probably going to sell on that too, to be brutally honest. Yeah, okay. We'll quickly go sell the armor bits and pieces, and then we'll make haste. Make haste! You'll plant it on. Again, I want to steal all the loot here, but I can't. That will definitely throw a bit of a armor. Is there an actual armor here? That's just the tail. I was going to say, there's not armor here. Quartermaster.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Little bit cool, man. Little bit cool, man.
Show me what you're peddling.
No, I'm not here to spy. I'm going to keep my silver sword because I want to store that because it's, you know, sentimental to me. 4 irons worth it. No, it's not really. I have 430 coin though. We have our so I've got the check. Some random ass steel sword, Gildorf sword, and we've got a fucking Viper sword. Ooh, I love the Viper sword. Alright, darkness. Can I craft anything else?
Are you here to spy?
Will you let me craft? Was there another piece of the Witcher school gear you can get? He can only do weapons, that's right. Never mind. I need armor, which I don't think you get until you go to...
So long.
Temeri, I guess. Okay, even though I think this is Temeri, technically. Technically speaking, we're still in Temeri, gang. Kind of. Right. What are we doing? So we do need to go... The quest is we've got to go ask the hunter about the bodies he found. So he's the guy who found the torn up remains, if you will, of the Nilfgaardians who tried to fuck with the Griffin. He's where the dick's over there. There's a sawmill there. Very, very, very good. But before we do that, right? So I know there's a couple little cigarettes around this place. Some chests, if you will. Excuse me. Here we go. This way. Mushrooms. Looks like there's the... Oh, this is the medical tents. These are the plague doctors. We can use them nowadays, to be honest. To be honest, we can kind of use them now. Yep, look at that. Ha! I'm the sneaky boy. Now this jump though is a little tricky to make. Oh, we got it first time. Because you can see it from here, right? Damn it. So here is a dead dude. goodies. Is that the key that unlocks this door, I wonder? Damn right it is. Hello, boys. I found your secret door. So that's kind of cool, right? That's a cool little secret door area. This, though, is not secret, I believe. This is just a place. Alright, and I know there's one more chest around here, too. One. Thank you, no guardians. Mushrooms. And so outside the garrison, right? Uh oh. Yee! I made mistakes. I looted when I was trying to run. I hit the wrong buttons. You've lost okay, hold on, no. Because you lose all coin, don't you? When they say you lose coin, you lose, like, all your coin. You know, we're just going to do a reload. And you'll save slot, that's fine. I haven't done anything.
Begins near White Orchard.
That's why you don't fuck with the Nilfgaardians. They won't be sure.
The sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years,
Damn.
but now seemed just...
I was trying to sprint, I accidentally, instead of clicking the button, I hit X. Because I'm used to X being sprint, I guess. X is loot, not sprint. Mistakes were made. Alright, we learn those mistakes now. We own them. We steal some more plants. I feel like I accomplished nothing without stealing plants.
Never believe it.
Armorer's table. There's blow ball down here, wasn't there? Sir, you just want to steal your plants. They don't accuse me stealing the foliage, it's just the actual wood. Do you know what? I don't quite understand. I did sell him some stuff, didn't I?
Talk to the commander.
Where's the quartermaster?
Are you
Quartermaster?
here to spy or haggle?
No, I'm here to sell, sir.
Show me what you're peddling.
I'm here to give you my loot that I don't want. That. And that. No, I want those. And that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See you.
So long.
Alright. And we're running. Stealing flowers again. The flowers. The Nilfgaardians got the best flowers. That's common knowledge, right? Nilfgaard, beautiful. Maybe Toussaint, beautiful, but Toussaint is part of Nilfgaard, so point proven. Nilfgaard, beautiful. Fuck is going on there? Sir, are you feeling okay?
What do you want, wanderer?
Nothing. That's quite an invitation you have there. Sure. Alrighty then. Good to see they're still hiring, you know, cripples. They still have jobs. He's a guard. He's a door guard. That's what we'll do if I ran through him. Here, let's do this again. Now, what's the bit I can't do this perfect? For the second time. Guarded. Back up. Oh, fuck it. Oh, yeah, we got it. I almost stuffed it up. Again. Pressing the wrong buttons. Stretch key. Some goodies. I can't run in the garrison either. I'm back, baby. All's mine. Sewer mushrooms are mine. Alright, cool. And now this time, right? Oh, just got it. Chesterino. Dorian Sword Master item. But Mr. Dorian. I don't even know what that means. It just sounds like a name of a fancy man. Okay, they're all garbage. They're all actually not good. Rip. What have you got? Orange. Baby. Baby. Yeah. Oh, okay, just got it. Jesus. Again, don't loot. These guys will murder me. No, let's go sell this stuff back. While we're here, right, we might as well sell it all again. Back to the quartermaster. Sell our fat loot.
Are you here to spy
a clump
or
of coin.
haggle?
Show me what you're peddling.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop looking at my butcher's steel sword like that. I don't know where these 31 whites come from, but you're a big boy.
So long.
31 white. Alright, cool. So let us now begin our quest to be the very best.
Make way.
Like no one ever was. Bum, bum, bum. Catch them is my real test. Train them as my comes. Now I know there's a lot of stuff we haven't explored yet. Is around this area. Which is kind of on the way back to White Orchard. So if I grab Roach, my darling, come with me. We won't go the way the quest wants me to go. We'll go the long way to the quest, but the short way to White Orchard. I think that's the short way to White Orchard. Ah, good. Yes.
Come on and
See you at work, boys. I'm pretty sure. We fucked up a lot of walls. Good times. Remember those good times we had together? Fucking up walls. Those were the days. A lot enough guardians. Right, so now we're in these huts, right? Yep. There's a quest. I knew it.
Something moved. Hey! Anyone home?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Standing at my window, peering at the goings on. He must have been, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan for protection, see? But
Right.
he just asks all polite. Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting. What happened then?
Don't know.
Before dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with sort, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring
Will
an
you help
old
me,
widower
dearie?
pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine. I'll
Pan
go in,
contract, you
look
say?
around. You should wait here. Just
It looks
in
like
case.
this could be a job for one man. One man only. One man and one man only. Detective Geralt. Hope that worked for everyone. Detective Geralt is on the case. Also, I'm going to have to blow this fucking thing up. Look around inside the hut for a frying pan. Use your watch your senses. Oh, it's a dead dude. No frying pan, lady. Just going to steal all your shit, though. flesh. Ooh. Okay, so it's
A corpse. Explains the stench.
phosphorus, alchemist powder, alkylist.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's
What's
garroted mean?
that, dearie?
Nothing.
What's that, butcher boy? Fucking mutants? Arceus decoction. Ooh. I found a pan, but hold on.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barman.
Burn papers. And when you arranged to meet, you fucking show up. I did, risked my life, and the entire blasted operation ended up standing there with my plough and cock in my hands, waiting for nothing. Thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organised than that, but you... Tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place of the next meeting. Interesting. And here's the fucking pan.
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it. To make ink, write letters.
Ooh. Can we read said letters?
Found the pan, have ye?
Apparently not. There you go. Apparently we can't read the letters right there. Return the flying pan to the old bat. Good job, Detective Geralt. We're on the case again.
Here, your frying pan.
Job well done.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
What'd you give me?
A nice white fish for supper.
Frying pan, spick and span. 8 experience points and... Oh. Oh. Okay. Just give me lots of food. Wow. That old bat was loaded. Holy shit. Good work, Detective Geralt. Oh, dearie me. Only Detective Geralt could have solved that case. I'm not gonna lie. It was a stretch, but we got there. Now, I also know around in this pond area, right? There are a couple of treasure chests, roughly. Not roughly, but there's hey, they need treasure. We want them. 8 treasure chests and a fuckload of plants. Buckthorn? I don't know what I'm using buckthorn for, but I'll take it. Ooh, wyvern decoction. To be honest with you, when the hell are we going to see a wyvern, right? Another chest over this way. Go. No, not dive, you dick. I get my controls are wrong sometimes with this game. Ah, yes, below me, come. Horns and some other good stuff. Take it. I'll take it. Knife decoction. I'm pretty sure there's another chest. There it is. You see it? So I knew there's 3 chests. I'm just sort of in this lake. Sorry, I'm just sort of trying to get the last, little things I can think of. All the secret-y things I know of in White Orchard. There. Oh, that's like a alchemy ingredient. Nice. Oh, I can see that over there. There's more stuff over there, though. Go to land. Let's go to land, boys. Where was it? So shit over here. Oh, they're right there. On the beach. Sweet. Go. This is the outskirts of White Orchard. I just want to make sure. I can't remember if I got the chests that are by the bridge or not. There's a chest like right here. I think. Oh yeah, definitely got it. Cool. Okay, let's go into the town then. Steal the blue ball. No, don't fuck with the horse. I mean cows. I was gonna say the horses, but
My gran told me
don't
about
mess with the
Smithfield.
cows.
Lad went missing one day, so folk can have a witch
Freak.
when it was
I
hunting
want to
in the
store
forest,
my
like hunting
Witcher
rats.
silver sword. Excuse me.
When he started twisting and
Hey, Vizzy, what are you gonna do?
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
You're inside the bar.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varoon?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him.
Hold on, gang. I'm getting a few different.
Things used to be simpler. Monsters
Peter
were
misses.
bad, humans good. Now, everything's all
Modern day, okay.
confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Weird. So I was getting messages about my delivery.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where
Hey,
Yennefer
what a
went.
moody.
And the bad's that we have
I
to
said
kill
that
the
right.
Griffin for.
That the fish eye 50 is a little bit weird, eh?
What else could he want?
Which I've
from
never
two
used
witches?
before, which I'm
Go
using
on.
this time,
Tell me what you know.
is the
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a
what's the
lure,
thing,
set a
the-
trap.
And
you know how the
how's that
Witcher
going?
sees things show up on the minimap? I've never used that before.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm.
I already have the buckthorn.
Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy.
How are you doing,
Rotting
Doug?
meat,
Hope
manure,
staying safe.
piss, standard
Staying
smells of the
safe, is it?
countryside. Remember Tredegor, hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
All right.
You ever bring
About
that up,
the
old
Griffin.
man?
Learn what you can. We gotta make a lure that'll work. Soon as we do, we can start.
Later, Vesemir.
Later, Gramps. I didn't realize it was so cool we said later in this game. I didn't realize he was there to talk. I guess we needed the buckthorn for a bait, which is totally cool. Yeah, store that. So now we've stored my silver sword and my steel sword for nostalgia. For goddamn nostalgia. Alright, bye this to me. Right. I found more secret chests, I'm happy with that. I don't need to get. That's it. Yeah. Alright. Let's go then and see. Ask the hunter where he found the bodies. Let's go do that.
I don't know, Razor.
Can I just run in there? Actually, I'm probably better at roach. I'm probably still
My
best
gran
at
told me about Smithfield.
roach.
Lad
You know,
went
you
missing
wanna-
one day, so folk can have a witch
Sweet
when it was
Jesus,
hunting in
roach.
the
Why?
forest, like hunting rats.
Why did you come in here?
So worms
Excuse me.
found, they knocked his head off.
Just turn my horse to the gate. There we go. Look, you get some down south in these situations, I just can't handle them, right?
It's Durban now.
It's Durban, no?
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on the gut.
The Guardian. My grandma's from Nazir or whatever he says. What name does he say? Which is directions? Jesus. Oh, so this is hut. So this is where this guy lives, because this is the hut, right? This is the road, sorry, to the well. You know, we saw the noon wraith at the well. This is the road to that, and we were looking at this hut.
Anyone home?
Hello.
Must be out hunting.
Oh, yes. See what I was talking about? Like, I've never
Fresh.
used. She knows how
Not
the
just left
readers on the
home.
minimap. I've never used that before. Now we have. Now we have. I don't know if I like it or not. I guess it helps if I'm finding a really tough thing or can't find something. Oh, this is the guy in the bushes. Remember we saw a guy out in the bush here? I keep going out to see the noon wraith. Is that him? Is that the same guy? Last time they just told me to bugger off. No, this is a different guy.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves.
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Bastards.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
Alright.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Steel, sir. I have 2.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in... Too late. Attacked another one.
What? Oh, I see them. Is he firing bows at them? You got one of them. Oh yeah, I see what it means. They killed a lot of people. She's got good eyesight. Oof.
Dieter.
Not Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Long time ago. Before what? Yeah, I don't know.
Before
I've got
what?
questions.
Before they drove me from the village.
Ooh, why
What
did
did
they
you
do
do?
that?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
I'm a freak too.
I'm Batman.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other.
Ow.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Mystery solved, Detective Girl.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
But loot?
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
That's what you think until one comes down and like murders you. I think the same thing. Sorry, Ms. Love, keep going, dude. There we go. There's the trees starting to get a little bit destroyed. From perhaps a griffin.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Examine the side of the Nilfgaardian.
Ground's black, saturated with blood. Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
So they're boozing up.
A camp.
I got a broken bridge marker, nice. Ooh.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Okay. I want to gang there's loot in these hills. There I be loot in these hills. So the Nilfgaardian's going on a wee march. But where to? To get some honey, of course. I would have done the same thing. I would. Crazy if I hear that. Am I hearing noises now?
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oh, a very
Corpse
deep
is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones.
Oh, sweet
Horse,
Jesus.
dog, human. A few months' worth.
And there's a big ass griffin itself.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other
Shit.
griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive.
They've done
Hunted the
murder.
Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So they're straight up like, the Nilfgaardians killed the other griffin's mate. Put a loot in there for me. So of course now the other griffin's pissed. You know what? That's fair enough. Examine it, so.
Burned. Only a human could do this.
Hear that? Oh. His Imperial Majesty Emir Va Ivarus. Emir Va Ivarus rules to expand. He has trained his strategic brilliance on a singular vision to conquer the world, though he rightly calls this not conquest but salvation. Yes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard sets the world alight with the torch of civilization, trampling the still warm corpses of his father's usurpers. The Emperor seized the throne and began to assimilate the northern realms. One after the other, terror engulfed the north. Only the Battle of Brenna slowed the Imperial army's march towards victory. A temporary peace then took hold, though none believed this miracle would last. Emir's aim to make the entire north a vassal of Nilfgaard remained unchanged. Emir used peace as a cover to intensify his political efforts. Now all can see the results. Chaos and disorder devour the Nordling states. Ridden with internal bickering and backstabbing, they near collapse. Only a strong ruler can grapple this dysfunction into function. Only a wise ruler can give vision to their blindness. Only Emir Varys can save the north, so our armies have again crossed the Yaruka for the third and final time. You think after like the first time you're like, alright guys, let's not do this again. Second time, alright guys, we're gonna have to like you know, really put a stop to this. And then, you know, but obviously they didn't because it happened a third
Place
time.
of power. Should draw from it.
Let's go. Is that Quinn again? Looks like Quinn. Quinn. Perfecto. Oh, there's another thing here. Oh. I thought the Griffin's Nest was one of them, but I guess the Griffin's Nest was not one of them. Is that a house? Interesting. Interesting. Banditos.
Come on!
Hey, boys. Oh! 2 for 1, baby. So what are these guys doing so close to a Griffin's Nest? Holy shit, they're asking for it. Look, if I didn't do it, the Griffin was, okay? You guys chose a poor place for a hideout. I'm just saying, these are just back some setting. Where's the fat loot, eh? Get Winnie Stout. My favourite, maybe. There it is. Zima champion. Here's silver. Oh, stuff underneath. Holy shit. Important stuff underneath, gang. Oh, goat hide? Don't mind if I do. My favourite kind of goat hide. Old and worn. Alright, Rich. Come to me. Time we will leave this forsaken place. Talk to Vizmi.
Come on.
Alright, let's roll. There's a bunch of dead stuff around here. A bunch of dead rabbits. I assume we're going to find the bloody wolves that are responsible for it soon. Well, we got lucky. Maybe we got lucky. I think so.
Come on, Roach.
No, there's bullets.
I
If we're going to fight the Griffin, I might well get my sword sharpened. Stay there, Roach.
It's Durban now. D-E-R.
Good man. Whose field is that, the other
Freak.
side of the river?
By the wood. Boy in Climmix. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes, yes, this boy. Will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Ooh. What are you
Yes?
talking about, Vizimir?
What is it, Wolf?
Been busy with the Griffin contract.
And?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Really? We can see the trap now?
Later, Vesemir.
But what about... So I haven't even talked to... Did I just skip talking to the herbalist?
Looking for trouble?
Okay, I think I did, because I already had buckthorn.
What now?
So you can't tell. I want to go talk to the herbalist.
Trees need pruning. What do I know?
I
I've,
think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
I managed to skip something. On the roach. There's a little gap in the fence. So there's usually... You have to go talk to this herbalist lady. Who is like... I think she's here?
Whoa.
Good woman. Is this the road to Vizima?
It's not her here, is it? No. She's got like a bunch of rare stuff around her house. This is her.
Yes?
This lady.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Nenica stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Nenica. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Nenike refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Huh.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Well, it depends if I'm buying though. White Gull, Dwarven Spirit. Be for bread. Oh, I'll take those. Oh yes, the lady from the Devil in the Well.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard.
Rip.
Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
What is it? What did I get? Just give me 8 experience. So why is there a lady in the back? Saltpeter times 4. Ooh. Barbicane fruit times 8. Hellebore petals. Ortinoris.
Yes?
So why is there a person on your couch?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Fuck.
Farewell.
Spoilers, this really doesn't end very well for you, Lena. Also, I need to close my
Yes?
curtains again.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher.
Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Looky at that. And that's why we came to see her. Deathbed. 280 experience. Holy shit, there's a lot. Hey Lena, you feeling better? Okay. And that's why I wanted to come see the herbalist. Plus, you steal all her shit. Cursed oil. Hold on. Head of that one. Of sweat and blood. A veil hangs between the world men see and the one they cannot. This veil blocks the dead from the view of the living and the living from the view of the dead. Some mages can break through this veil and communicate with the dead, or else summon them to the world of the sun for short periods of time. This is the art known as necromancy. The dead can also break through the veil into the world of the living on their own. Yet unlike the necromancers, in doing so they are not driven by reason and will, but by a thoughtless, irrational need. This need arises from powerful emotions such as regret, longing, or wrath. Very often these emotions gain their power or by being invested in a material object by the dead individual, while he or she still knew life. The objects most frequently so endowed, wedding rings, favourite toys, or the instrument used for the crime which set the returned individual to the other world in the first place. We're talking about like how wraiths and stuff are created. Night wraith decoction. Plague maidens. Holy shit, we've got a lot of information.
Damn deer, stick the bark on the trees again.
Maidens. Steal all your fucking plants. That's my name. This herbalist lady. Alright, there's more at the back. Oh, there's more at the back. Alrighty. Did I get some stuff? Bombs, I'm missing ingredients. Sulfur and what am I missing? Calcium something or other. Concoction. I'm missing all the fucking mutagens for it. Decoctions though are like one-time use things, right? Fuck, I need wolfsbane for cursed oil. I'm still missing water essence for cat. So I need wolfsbane and cat. Let's see. Let's talk to. There's a name Tamora. Tamora.
Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Do you have wolfsbane? You do have wolfsbane. I'll take one. How much is it? $8? 8 coin? Fucking bargain. You got water essence too, but I'm sure that's expensive, right? Yeah, that's expensive. I don't need cat right now. Or do I? I thought I'd get it. There you go, now I've got cat. Let's brew some potions, baby. Give me. Cursed oil. Yeah. And cat. Now we can see in the fucking dark. Good. Now we can see in the dark. I can fight, I can see. Now I'm trying to check because I leveled up to 3. Do I get another slot? No, I don't. Dicks. It's fine. That's fine, I suppose. Right, let's go ride Roach back to Vizimir then. Let's start fucking up with this. I mean, setting the trap. Set the trap for this griffin. Okay. That's okay, Roach. We're just in Whitewood. I know it's a terrible place, but we're here now. Could have followed the road though, dude. I have to close my curtain again too though, it's getting bright. Alright, gang, so before we talk to Vizimir, I'll take a quick break. I'm going to put my jacket on too because it's getting chilly. I'll be like, I don't know, 2 seconds. I'll just quickly put the BRB up and I'll mute the... Actually, no, we'll just put the BRB up. You have to put up with my microphone for a second. Might be long, guys. That's better, that's better. Sorry guys, just getting comfy. I was just getting a wee bit chilly. I was getting a wee bit chilly, I was. Right, let's get rid of the BRB, put my ugly mug back on the screen. Hello. I've closed a curtain too so I can actually see the game. Beautiful. Alright, let's meditate till morning, right? I'll put my earphone in too, probably. Let's do to 5. Put my headphone back in. Yes. You can actually hear the damn game. Strong alcohol was used to do something. Good. 5 in the morning. Let's talk to Vizimir and get this plan underway.
What is it, Wolf?
Been busy with the Griffin contract.
And?
Time to set the
I'm
trap.
ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Perfect. Taking his horse? No, he's just running. He's going though. Vizimir's going. He ain't slowing down. He's fast. He's too fast for me. Vizimir's too fast. Got him.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Ooh.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Dagger.
Who's next?
It's about to dive!
Ah. Oh, sweet Jesus. Come back, big boy. Missed it. Oh, sweet Jesus got me. Oh, stay with me, game. Stay with me, game.
Damn! It's fast!
Right, down to a quarter.
Well, how long are you gonna make me wait?
Who's next?
Don't let it get away!
Fuck. Alright. After it. Get him, boys. Burns. Okay, I didn't see that.
Time to end this.
Got him. Holy
Not
shit.
bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Meet me at the end. All the good stuff. We did it, gang. The Griffin is no more. Be mad. Now I've got the Griffin Trophy, which I can't remember exactly what it does for me. Gives me a chance to dismember. Alright.
Come on.
We'll collect our rewards from the Guardians, shall we? Is that still here?
Magic. The place of power. Hey there.
We found this right here we never actually killed. He's still here or he ran away? Good chick. You still here, Mr. Wraith? No? He Yeah, he totally straight up ditched us. It's the first time I've ever seen that, where this wraith actually just ran away. Twice.
Run,
Cowardly wraith before. Cowards. They're not here, hope. Oh, Lauren. Boys. I've got Griffin here to deliver.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Fine. I'm gonna say no. Keep walking. See here.
But once every 3
Nothing to see here. Keep walking here. Free to leave White Orchard with a Vizimir. Is he in White Orchard? Damn right he is. Alright, I just want to quickly check. Quest. We haven't really got anything else we're waiting on, are we? I think we're good. Let's just fast travel to White Orchard then. I'm pretty happy. Like, we've cleared up all the question marks. So again, happy with that. We talk to Tamora, even though we kind of skipped her part of the quest. Oh, I need to go to market, don't I? Oops. I've got how fast travel works in this game.
Trouble.
But again, that's a good thing. I like the way they use fast travel. You can't just fast travel willy-nilly. You actually got to be at a signpost. Because there's so much to actually explore in the wilderness normally. I like the way they do it. They do a good job. A good job, yes. Alright. Sorry, Bram. I'm gonna get going now. Okay. That's okay, sound like me. There's me.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Oh, you know we can't do that, old man.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took him down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Are we fucking ready?
Stay.
Butcher of Blaviken, baby.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Self-defense?
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can't we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Lilac and gooseberries. That's the starting zone, team. We in it now?
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Oh shit, it's the Wild Hunt.
After the audience.
Oh, they on to us, boys.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Morvran Vorius, commander of the Alba Division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men, all of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. And a razor to your throat.
Wild Hunt killed them.
A cavalcade of wraiths dashing across the night sky. These omens of war the peasantry bubbles about. Expect me to believe that.
Frankly, I don't really give a damn.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done. Shall I shave him once more against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress. Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Get dressed and talk to the Chamberlain. No, the middle one. That light armor.
A touch tight in the waist, but it will do. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This one?
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Left leg forward, got it.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate
Oh,
type.
sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I reply, the decent kind. Haters of lies, doers of good, the kind who live according to the gods' laws and nature's laws too. Those distinguished by the machinarians of witches, magikers, and non-humans. All that separates us from the common folk is that we have the courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader. We haven't forts or land. Though God-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we're not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every large city in the north. We'll give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We'll explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks, and strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard, to name but a few. And we show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magical elements with dimeridium, We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinner's darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. The eternal fire.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests.
So still more.
I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
I'm too busy stealing everything. Sorry, sir. Gnomish pranks. Prankings. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak into cotton wine, place in a new lamp of greenish hue, and set said lamp betwixt an eager crowd. Forsooth shall they swear the dog's head they behold, and it shall be no sorcery, but good betidings. For the Prince of Alander's nuptials, a paltry gnome, armed with a miniature cutlass, behind himself in a pie, hid himself in a pie. When guests partook of the princely banquet, Anon jumped out of the bespeeded gnome, giving a terrible fright to all at first, and causing more merriment once the jest was figured. Cynopilis, or a dog head in our tongue, a beast that in the wastes of Zircanian Zangubar dwells, has the corpus of a man but the head of a dog. The Prince of Alander did receive such a specimen from those far-off lands. The Cynosyphilis, whatever, lets stream in its urine from the tolling of every hour, both day and night, and this is why the Zingibarians engrave its likeness on timepieces and compasses. With a hard read.
A shame I have no time.
The opposition in Nilfgaard. Oh, that's a bit of a read. While Nilfgaard's emperor wields absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. By this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the mangrates within the city of 1,000 towers who are unhappy with the current leadership. This conflict between the emperor and the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. All the princes of the blood and Maginettes, or whatever, expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters, and sire an heir with one of their own. The emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face for all the great families from which he refused to take a bride. The Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waits for the emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which will weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or a defeat in battle. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment to incite the disaffected, assassinate the emperor, and carry out a coup d'etat culminating with one of their own members' number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know of this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nilfgaard politics can read the signs of its workings. So long as men are men and the world is as it is, certain dynamics will forever remain the same, and the discontented will always form subversive societies with their secret signs and hidden agendas. Too many big words. Also in bathtub. The loot, yeah. Saltpeter, nice. I want the loots. The Chronicles of Redania. Verdank the Elf. Despite what one might conclude from his moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Verdank's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty, and with a great admiration he felt for the Enshade. This fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Verdank, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose as his wife a half-elf, and one of low status that known as Beatrix of Kovir. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived mesalliance was Folker, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father, though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Folker herself burned at the stake. The young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come. I kind of know that story a little bit.
Veggie directly out of Nordling Tales. Unconceivable.
The Wonders of Zerrikania. Oh, sweet Jesus. During my many travels, I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval worlds of Brocculon, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds, dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakam Mountains, with walls plated in pure gold, the ice palace of Port Venice, adorned with stained frost windows. Yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the rightly famed Zerrikania. Yet while I was traversing the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaiting me on the other side. I heard many a fascinating tale about Zerrikania, about its trackless sands, burnt white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons weaving their nests amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water, yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the fragments of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel, I came across wonders far surpassing those any prior traveller guides mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice almost human, but reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warriors clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot, and giving no ground to witchers in majesty of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies, whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to awake save to die. In short, Zerrikania's land where the fantastic is normal and the impossible occurs daily. Sounds like a cool place. Water. Alright.
A shame I have no time.
Yeah. Good old Vizima.
Tuvin.
What's downstairs? We've gone downstairs here before. I don't think we have. That's some loot. The Wild Hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it is sighted, and all grows cold, though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter, and claim the riders come always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes, yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folk captive, youths most often, in the prime of their wilding years, with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. It's locked. So I was curious what happened in this. Well, down these stairs. Yeah, this way too.
Evain Kersher is
Get out of here, man. Shit. Never mind.
Gloire en Eid Fein.
Mayor's Chamberlain. Alright, we're in it now, boys.
Imgrimi et art kerzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Weljen namen, wat kan favort? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them, and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
disgusts.
Need not bother.
Oh shit, dude.
Morning.
Wow,
And it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elandar. Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant.
Ted Takein and Kalantne Sepoloisau. Eptusan.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Know a thing or two about that.
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject? So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witch's contract.
Mm-hmm. Some werebubs. See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Request.
Is for Dev.
Wel, katta ath. Tre glädjen. Össe vatgan.
Esma
Ren vatgan. Makalm.
Kein Vjos. Evjos kenes in Bale. Es är satt. Es var nordling.
I
saw you in Vizier.
Kinved Reinegard en selfitten garfe. Esse plenten epnot make. En selfitten sikiad hefet. Kasper ken rebellen.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Karten tukas vicovaro. Plen esse place.
Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
This is...
Hit it. Ambassador of Atra. So what did we read that one before? Pearls of the North Novigrad. We haven't read this one. No one can claim to travel the northern realms who has not been to Novigrad. If I were forced to list what during my many meanderings has made the greatest impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city. A metropolis worthy of the Empire, its only flaw is that the civilization of Guardian carries within her has not yet enlightened it. This is why hordes of reactory cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstition is how the local hierarch and his temple guard cement their power over the city dwellers, and many they are to control, for the city counts no less than 30,000 of inhabitants. So that's pretty big for that time, right? While strolling through this fabulous port surrounded by marvels of architecture, it is hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere minor elven townstead. When the city fell into the hands of the Nordlings, its problems grew exponentially, for as is well known that the people of the north can do many great things, but peaceful and orderly cohabitation is not one of them. So Novigrad first belonged to Redania and then fell under Temerian rule, till finally, after endless compromises and bargains, it at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Redania influence makes itself felt too strongly on every street corner, and the fact the city is located within Radovid's territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city's streets, I came across 4 watermills, 8 banks, and nearly 19 pawn shops. There are also a great many houses of simple pleasure, such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrad's commitment to matters of faith is borne witness to by the fact that the city contains no less than, I kid you not, 19 temples of the Eternal Fire. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the makings of a capital of the world, and perhaps this is what it will be one day become. First, however, someone needs to bring order to within her walls. Okay. Novigrad, it's a shithole. So I can't
What do you mean? Directly out of Nordling tales.
A portrayal of the elder races. Getting all the fucking lore now. Holy shit. My poor throat. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As its very name suggests, it is something which resembles, and yet nonetheless is not a human. Though walks on 2 legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it all the same has more in common with base beast and noble man. Dwarves are like moles, they feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth, rocks, metal, minerals of all shape and colour. It is also said that they, like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are mere reminiscent of Grovers, fat, lazy, and loud in that typical rodent way. Their minds are filled only with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from one another. Nobler beasts and greedier squirrels away in their hovels. They are marked by cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger, and they would not share a meal with you. You'd be howling from poverty, and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they would still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them, but they would still stab a knife in your back. Elves in turn seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far-off Zerrikania. They care most for coloured feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at the reflections of the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone, they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this, the so-called Scoia'tael bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the heart of every right-thinking man at the thought that this great-grandchildren will never know them, and in the day dwarves, halflings, and elves will be merely fairy-tale creatures used to scare young and impressionable children. Oh man. Alright. That's really nice. What shall become of Temeria? Oh, good lord. More reading. Temeria. A land where milk and honey once flowed. And what did she wrong the gods that they should treat her so cruelly? The pearl of the north to some, she proved a galloping range for Nilfgaardian cavalry to others. As a country, it had survived 2 previous wars against the Empire. It was here that the war's bloodiest battles were fought. It was in Temeria the most bestial deeds were wrought. It was Temeria's civilians who bore the full brunt of those war's horrors. And bear them we did, bravely and steadfastly, until the demise of our great protector, King Foltest. Then Providential turned its fickle fates from Temeria, murdered most treacherously. Foltest vowed to leave Temeria a worthy successor. And so all manner of our cur soon fell upon her, tearing her apart like so much carrion. She had no more allies then. None remembered that we had once been the armour protecting the north from the designs of the mad dancer. He heard the gravestones of his foes pounding into a ballroom floor. A free and independent Temeria is no more. A dark-faced sun looms over her ever rampant. Yet we Temerians live on, and always will. As long as folk believe the usurper who took our beloved capital for Zema to treat as his property will ever peer over his shoulder in fear, for in the shadows lurks not one dagger, but the power of a nation of daggers, waiting to deal justice's blows. I think I've read that one. Oh, need a break. It's cool getting all the lore though.
A shame I have no time.
Alright, can't talk to him. And there's Yennefer.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Ugh, dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Mm-hmm. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
So they're our agents now? My, you've clearly settled in quick.
Geralt, don't twist my words. I know who Emir is. He started this war and its bloodshed. He had my friends killed. But I haven't any other choice. So please, let's not belabor the pros and cons and instead focus on finding Ciri. All right?
Geralt, you dick.
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd trick them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In 2 places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords, secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold.
Hey.
Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece.
No promises. No promises.
I shall be waiting.
Retrieve your equipment from the Chamberlain. Bye, Ian. Letter to Yennefer. Yennefer, my dear friend. Thank you for your letter. Forgive me for not answering you earlier. Attempting to reach me via Megascope. I'm trying to limit my magic communication to the absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I'm delighted for you. You have found a position at your gracious Emperor's court, and wish you the best of luck in the search for his daughter. It is good to know that Emir's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane. Perhaps in those circumstances, an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Ciri has not appeared anywhere south of the Ruger. Believe me, I can recognize her magic signature in my sleep. I have not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to Kavir, but I'm afraid that in the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, however, I must take care of some unfortunate yet urgent matters in Beauclair. With my fondest regards, Fringilla Vigo. P.S. Thank you for the news about Geralt. He always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? Fringilla fucking Vigo. That one already. That one already. You got that one already. A rusty bread knife. Look at that. Damn. She who knows. Bookworm. Fuck you, game. Folks say there were four at first. The mother, she who knows, the Lady of the Wood, came here from a faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of the dirt and water. 4 at first? A long, long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all of Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on her special night. Yet as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and settling into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. The spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog, her blood watering the oak atop Ard Curbin, and from then on the tree grew, wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath the Whispering Hillock, where it thrashes about in powerless rage. Foreshadowing? Oh, good thing we don't have to deal with them, right? Drinks. Oh, fruit and smokes. Ooh, child. There's silver as well. Ooh. For the witches, I got that shit. It's Siri.
Scars healed nicely.
The last fucking wish. Human life requires three things for its sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it icebound Provis or evergreen Toussaint, everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vingerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet, I refuse to betray their secret, with one important exception. Their history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, it would be a veritable crime, to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would not believe that there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Garrett and I were feeling a bit piggish and, unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish for our supper out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it, and in doing so, freed a powerful djinn. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to three, however, the djinn, irritated, I see how now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly the help of an expert in the magical arcane would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vingerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened to also to be the brightest star in the Norse poetic firmament? I don't know. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the djinn, which she wanted to trap into magical servitude, then in its victims, and it should be said, played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculated manner, he fell white-head over muddy boots in love with her. What happened then? Well, I won't go into details. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plans hardly delighted the djinn. Without its cooperation, she proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end and taken all of Rind along with her, had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades to send the djinn packing. He had but to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything: wealth, fame, power, but instead, he asked the djinn to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Vingerberg. Julian Alfred Partey, Viscount of Lebanon-born, award-winning poet, frequent performer at the court. So that's his proper name, isn't it? That's his actual name. The collection verse: love. To love is to bind a house of cards or play a game of chess. But one wrong word or ill-thought move, and you must start it all afresh. Tide. Whenever I watch the tide recede, cold coils of fear grip around my heart. Will the seas sneak back calm and sure in the dark night, as they have before? Or will they stay on distant shores, leaving crushed shells and washed up dreams, as a memory of serfs of yore? It's a shitty song. It's a shitty ass song. Alright. Jesus, a lot of lore in this place.
What do you mean? Directly out of Nordling tales?
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
The map. It's Dora the Explorer. Oh, there's Faultius, I think. Okay.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirne was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwen remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwen, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenford, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did.
233.
And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other.
Welcome to
Pillage.
day 3 of
Occasionally
quarantine,
attack our
day 2 of Witcher.
transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Damn, you break Skellige.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Alright, thanks, dude.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for the catch-up.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
Cool, Leo. Retrieve your equipment from the Chamberlain. Thank God I don't have to read any more books. Just stammer through all that. Any big words.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By giving me back
By
my
returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks,
lemony.
bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Alrighty.
A deserter from his squad.
Imperial is complete. Who's this lady? Of Guardian Connection. Oh, there's quests. Guardian Nobleman. Gwent. Plaid. I can get all in, baby.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
You know, like, is the universal sign that we want to play some Gwent. I've only got the 2 leaders still, right? Alright. I want to go first. Budding Frost, okay. Doesn't seem too bad to me. Redraw though, can't I? I'd like to get on the blue stripe if I can. Fuck. That's a bit of shit. Does it go on both sides of the field? Ah, it does. Okay, then actually, I won't use Budding Frost this turn then. He's got 2 more cards out of the dick. Oh. It's a gold card. Oh, Siegfried, sorry. How are you doing today, Mealy? Having a good day anyway. Well, I'm 3 cards down and he's in front of me. Rut roll. Oh, sweet Jesus. Going ham. Keep playing now. Front. Not for much longer though. Still got 4 cards. He's got 17 in the front, and I've got 16, so this actually helps me. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, wait, Letho of Gullet doesn't. I'm gonna lose. I didn't realize gold cards, Please pass. Wait, that means I lose on draw, don't I? That's Nilfgaard's ability. Watch. Yeah. I'm so bad. Oh, it's 2-0. Come back. Oh, shit, that's funny.
Wouldn't mind
I'm
a
so
few rounds of
confident and
cards.
it's like... got wrecked. I think I'm good at Gwent too. Damn it. I'm good. Surviving. I got to go for a walk today. It was depressing. Well, there were more people out than I thought there was going to be. Fucking weather cards, get out of here. Let's stay. I'll keep. If I keep something for the front row, then just be careful that he does use. Oh yeah, he's got a gold card. He's got litho. We're gonna be on our guard for litho. Let's try and avoid the front row if we can. Now I can biting frost it. Okay, so he's loading up already. Let's use the sorceresses. Oh yeah, he's going hard on it. He's going hard on that front row. Start laying down some ballistae. Damn it. Oh. That means he got litho again. Okay, now I kind of don't want to use it anymore. Now what's that? So there's actually both 11 in the two front rows, right? 5, 8, 11, 4 and 7, yeah. I'll just play my cards in. I'm going to pass because he's way behind. He is way behind. He passed her, that's good. Now I get a card. Okay. Now I might pass 2. Just so he has to play, right? Oh, he doesn't. Fucking Nilfgaardians. Got on a draw. So if you're playing Nilfgaard in this version, if you pass, you get the win. Damn it. Oh. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in big trouble. Uh-oh, I think we're gonna lose again. What the fuck is that? Look at 3 random cards in front of 10. Fuck you. Oh, I can play a spy though and get some cards back. There we go. 2 very average cards. Damn, I kind of wanted to put that in the back row. That's disappointing. Oh, he's teeing up on me with 2 cards advantage. Oof. I wanted to minus 4. I have to like smoke that front row, don't I? Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, things are bad. I think I might need to change my leader ability. Oh, he's got me. He's got me again. Jesus Christ. He got me again. Rick. GG. Okay, shot. I'm losing coin. We're gonna damn well win. I'm gonna change my leader ability though.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds.
Shut up, hero. So let's go to this one. Pick an Imperator file card from your deck and play it instantly. Because he's got a lot of I've got one. I'm gonna get rid of Torrential Rain. I'll put in Clear Weather. There we go. He's got a lot of archery cards, which is. Okay, there's the Imperator Fog. But that's my leader ability, right? So I can get rid of that. Let's guys. Oh, I've got now suddenly a lot of ranged cards too. Oh, there's 2 blue stripes. Good. Right, come on. 3rd time's the charm, right? Let's try and get these range cards out before he does. So I'm going to try and Impenetrable Fog this row. Dragon Reavers, whatever. I've only got one of them though. Okay, so there's one. Everyone on the Range Rover. So Sheldon Skaggs is next. Spy already. Oh, I can decoy that though. Perfect. I'll get some cards back too. Ooh. Actually, I'll give him the 4 though. But I'll keep the 7. I'll keep the 7 and he can have the 4. Oh. Jesus Christ, he's got some big dick cards. Biting Frost. Don't really want that. I just saw my hand. Dirty bastard. So he's got 4, 8, 11. 4. Okay, so this is the biggest even. There you go. Well, now oh, actually, no, never mind. Thick. Do I keep trying to push him with these two? Still well behind them, aren't I? Okay, I can win this. 6 gives me 35. I get a card back, so I'm only going to be... I'm going to be what? 1 card down. Oof. Well, that's a bit shite, isn't it? It's 1 card. It's a 1-point card. Two blue stripes together, maybe. All is leather. Yikes. Here we go. But he's freaking range, so I can't do anything about it. Now we're even. Problem is I got 1 card left. Rip. Ah, you bastard. Oh, I'm done. I can't play anything. I got my leader ability, but there's no point. Oh, I'm still in front there, though. No. Not anymore. He's got 3 cards up. I've got no cards. Wow, alright, this guy's tough. Damn. Why is this guy so difficult? We'll just go for 5s.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
We'll just go for 5. Oh my god. I'm getting clawed. Any more weather cards, maybe? Oh shit. He's got too many spies. I need my... I don't want Biting Frost. Oh, I should go rid of Imperial Fog. This was my leader ability. Fuck. I don't have the... God, I got nothing. I got nothing. He's gonna beat me again. Sweet Jesus. Ha! I too can play big cards. Fuck. Putting on that row. Fuck. 1 point, son. Maybe he hasn't got any spies though. Do that. See what that does anything for me. Now there's only 1 safe row, son. Too bad I've got no more cards for it. Oh, they're gonna link together, aren't they? Fucking screwed again. So we lose on evens. Let's lose on evens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He hasn't got any spies, though. And if I win a round, I'll get to draw a card. So let's hope it's a good card. Oh, he's pushing me. Oh, sweet Jesus, he's already got 10 points. Fuck. Oh, now you're punching dick. Trouble is, I've got to play. Wait. I can't even. Fuck. This guy.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds.
Wow, we're getting bodied. We're getting bodied. Good. Oh my god. Okay, there's a little bit of synergy there. Keyword a little bit. Prince Stennis. And let's get ready. Yeah, this guy is harshly unfair. Do I get that time? Oh, I got another siege one. Cool. This guy's a dick. Here, suck Stennis. Suck on Stennis. What are the blue stripes? Good, look at 3 cards in my hand. Dickhead. I don't even know if the AI is like smart enough to do anything about it, but clearly this guy doesn't need to be any smarter. Oops. I think I saved my blue stripes. Actually, no, he could clear. I mean, he could wither me, couldn't he? He could biting frost me. I mean, so maybe I do go blue stripes. Then I've just played a siege weapon at the back. Now we gotta save the blue stripes. Fuck. Stack the back. Ooh. Okay, let's just play Zoltan then. Zoltan gives me the win. It actually gives me a card advantage. Holy shit. What does the world come to? What does the world come to? Card advantage? I got the lead, son. Card I don't really want, but you can make him play anyway. Make him play. Okay, that's a good card. I want to put some in my graveyard. So I can get one of my ballistas back maybe with my lady. My lady. Start playing these guys at the back. Okay. Start getting the buffs going. Okay. Just playing shit at the front. There we go, everyone's at 3 now. So as soon as I play Siege... Ooh, he's stalling for cards. We've got him on the ropes, gang. He's got a biting frost up here. Oh, child. Yeah, he's finally though. Let's fucking have him. Let's have him. Biting frost me, I dare. Ah. No, I deserve this. This is therapy for me. Let me have this. Oh, stop it. Correct. Ah, who cares about those other 4 games before this, right? It's all that matters on the 5th time you play. I got 10 crowns. Look at that, guys. I got 10 crowns. And I got Ball Pest. Pretty sure he's the leader guy, right? Gwent. There it is. Double strength of all your siege units. Get in my fucking bed. God, that's my favourite leader. In this Gwent version, anyway. In this Gwent, not Gwent, but Witcher 3 Gwent. I guess OG Gwent. Temeria. Castle of Temeria. You haven't changed a bit. Remember when we were here with Fulton? It's okay. It's changed a wee bit. Cool, chest. I'm gonna get pissy for me selling a bread knife. Good. We took a risk and it paid off. We've got to go to fucking Velen. Hooray. Fucking Velen. And there's... Where's Vizima in terms of... in regards to Velen? So Vizima is pretty... So... Vizima's here. That's the Pontar River, right? So this must be around... Oxenfurt's around here. So I always thought Oxenfurt was more north of Novigrad, but it's definitely not. Like, there's the Oxenfurt, right? Definitely southeast of Novigrad. Which seems weird because Vizima's obviously down further, like in this general direction. Like here's the Nilfgaardian camp. The Hangman Tree. Anyway, just my little bit of geography. Witcher 3 geography. Shall we?
Geralt and Yennefer would be united, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Do you know what I love about PC? Having said that, this is the longest one. The load times, though. The load times are generally pretty good, but this seems to be taking a wee bit longer. Valen, North Temeria. 5 days later. We could have taken a portal gear. I'm just saying. Oops, that again. Yes, they don't call this the living man tree, do they? Nope, it's indeed called the hangman tree. Very creative. So we begin our journey in the beautiful land of Velen. I'm looking forward to go to Toussaint. I'm looking forward to Toussaint. Jesus Christ, it's a little bit different, isn't it? Well, Dogton. Thank you for purchasing the Hearts of Stone expansion. Your currently track quest has been changed to the first quest of Hearts of Stone. Why? We only recommend starting if your character level is at least 30. Have fun and good luck on the path. And then will give me room right. We're playing the Hearts of Stone. Okay. Blood and Wine. Welcome to the Blood and Wine expansion. In this mode, all the quests of the main storyline are still available to you. To begin playing quests from the Blood and Wine, you must first complete the Poet Under Pressure quest. Under Pressure. Hold on. And if Guardian Connection quest update. Go to the end of the crossroads. Also, so we've got a bunch of quests in. Oh yeah. Quest difficulty, I know. Stay within a 5. We're level 3, nearly level 4. Evil's first touches. And if Guardian Connection. Pyres and Novigrad. Visit Triss. Find a boat heading to Skellige. Ceres footsteps. Find out Ceres in Skellige. Find out Ceres in Velen. Find out Ceres in Novigrad. Spoiler, she's a nun. Just kidding. I'm just going to try to say too much stupid shit like that. Alright, hold off Roach. What did I remember about this place? Ah! Hey, this guy. Unfinished book. Shall we read it? Oh, I know how to read books again. It is widely known that Historia Maxtra, or in the common tongue, history is life's teacher. Her students, however, have heretofore preferred to partake of her lecture from afar, namely amidst the quiet stacks of university libraries. They knew her teaching solely from the accounts of third parties, accounts inevitably coloured by those individuals' prejudices or imperfect memories. I, by contrast, have decided the time has come to break with this convenient yet harmful practice and begin to draw knowledge from the source, writing history where it is made, on the front lines of conflict. Many will say this way madness lies, and that my venture will inevitably end in my untimely death. To them I say with pride, and to or in the common, the writing ends abruptly. Spoilers, he's got no boots. This is the guy from White Orchard. This is the guy from White Orchard Tavern when we first go to Tavern. You see, they killed him for his damn boots. That's a shitty book he wrote. Oh, sorry. I was right. There you go, dude. I'll light one up for you. Light one up for me, man. Alrighty. Well, now we've got that established. I love little things like that. So there's a town right there. The quest is taking me there, but first we've got to head up to this place, right? It'd be rude not to. Also, dogs. Let's kill wild dogs. Yeah, it's quite cool. It's a wee little... I do remember that being a little secret. So, you know, I haven't played this game properly in like a couple of years, but there's still most things I know about it. Also, crossbow bolts that I cannot use. Level 14? Jesus. Skippy, it's going to be a while since I can use that crap. What's this sword? Steel sword. Garbage. Steel garbage is what it is. What oils do I have? Cursed oil. Spectre oil. Necrophage oil. We got some cat. No, Thunderbolt. Ooh. Increases attack power. I do like a Thunderbolt. I'm going to put that in instead of Tanariao. There we go. You've been thunderstruck. Do, 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 thunderstruck. Let's pull the sword out for killing beasts. And we go in here. Hold on, let's pop a thunder. Bolt. Ah! I gotta go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's lots of people. Back, beast. Ah. Ah. Good. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Okay, they got a little hairy there, I'm not gonna lie. Unlike these dogs, they got a little hairy. Tello, thank you for... Ooh, so again. There. Perfect. Hi, Roach. Just like that. Valen.
Run, Roach.
Second nice canter. Or canter through the countryside. Yes. Oh, yes. The scenery here is delightful. Yes, more burned villages too. The cowering person. And a very wounded person. But you're still alive, so there's that to look forward to.
Altars, horsens, all.
Excuse me, Arch. I'm gonna see what the locals are posting about. Forefathers' Eve approaches. Oops. 'Twill soon be Forefathers' Eve. Tormented souls, souls who have not known rest after death, hungry, tired, scared, ghosts. They'll soon walk among us. We'll carve the jacks and send them into the next world with chant, prayer, and kind words. Prepare yourselves the pallor. The pallor. God wanted. I've need of a man to guide me and me family cross the Pontar. 5 of us and all, me wife, 3 young'uns, like they're calm, not the crying or yelling sort. Will give us away to the soldiers. I'm not rich, but whatever I've got, I'll give. In fact, I'll take on debt and go in someone's services. Anything. Long as we get me out of Valen. Please, someone, hear me, please. Reduced. Warning, good folk. Warning! If you see any wonders hanging in the trees, such as treats fit for Yuletime, dangling of branches, ginger bakings, honeyed apples, fritters or pies, then no matter how fierce your belly grows, turn back. Whoever partakes of those treats is never seen among the living again. A plea, kind folk. For lack of better fare, I feed me young'uns pancakes made of ground acorn. The poor tykes lying on the straw for 3 days since. Their bellies growling something awful, getting sick and crying without end. If you know how to help, come to me up. I've naught to give in return but a warm word and a prayer of thanks. Vissy. A warning. In lonely woods, screams carry long, shadows creep far in dark, deep places. Deep, dark places. Dale. Deep, dark dale. Beware ye, then the grows wild song, or in the wild will end you to now. Missing wife, good people, take pity and hear my plea. My wife, Hannah, she's missing. A few days ago, she went into the woods and hasn't yet returned. I'm near to be wits with worry and will pay any price to the man who brings her back to me, or at least tells me where to look for her. Neelan, hunter from Blackborough. I'm sure he's a total stand-up dude. Nothing dodgy about Neelan. No. Alright. So it begins. Damn it, they knew I was coming. Damn it, they knew I was coming. Lock the doors. Touche. Touche. Villagers, touche. However, you weren't smart enough to... Mulberdale. Ha! Some doors aren't strong enough to keep me out. Hunting on the shore. Who lives in this house? Oh. A cellar. Ooh, with oars. Goodie. Oh, and chests. Don't mind if I do. Hello. Enhanced cat. Already? Jesus. I only just got cat at the end of White Orchard. What do I need for me? What? I can make a decoction. Griffin decoction. Taking damage raises damage resistance up to the upper threshold. So concoctions one-time uses. I can't remember if they are or not. I'll keep hold of it and I'll have to check that on my own time. I just can't remember if decoctions are one-time deals or not. Because if they are, that kind of sucks. But if I can reuse them, that's awesome. Enhanced cat. Shit. I've got everything apart from water essence. Touche, game. Touche. Brother Aldebert's Beastery. Each beast herein describes in 2 manners ye me hunt. Either seek ye tracks, follow and strike the foulness wherever it in wild ye find it, or lure it to a chosen place and engage it there in advantageous battle. The latter poses less risk, for the hunter exposes no chance for an unexpected fight. Note, however, that to lure a beast into a trap, first its tastes and behaviours ye must know. As for forked tails, bait them thusly, pound a stake into the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste. The beast lured by the caraprine odor, that's the goat I guess, will without fail soon come. If it is a griffin ye seek to slay, take ye buckthorn from deep water. Remember, we've done that. The mighty stench of this herb is to griffin like fresh roasted meat of the primest sort, and so come they will forthwith, though far away they may be, or might be. Turning to drowners and water hags, it is known to all that sundry they fish and rotting mollusks are their loves, and for trolls common hooch is their weakness. Damn trolls, booze heads. You can reuse them. They last a long time but take up space in your toxicity. So I kind of want to use them then. I've already read that one, The Wonders of Zeracania. Okay, let's have a gander at it. If I can reuse it. Because I've never actually... So I always use potions and I always use oils. And I very rarely use bombs. I don't really use bombs, to be brutally honest. But I've never really dabbled with decoctions. Okay. Oh, no, it's gone from the list. So, can I equip it to a slot? I can. It counts it as a potion. 70 out of 100 toxicity, though. Holy shit, I see what it means. Well, these are 20. So I could take a decoction and 1 potion. Yeah, because that would give me to 90, and that gives me to 95. Okay, so if I switched out... You get 1 charge of it. So I guess if you meditate, then it will reuse the charge. Resistance to slashing, resistance to piercing. So it's like, instead of increasing attack, it's... I'll get rid of... Yeah, I could get rid of a brief, couldn't I? There we go. I've got water to heal me with. Plus swallow to heal me with. Okay. We'll try that out. That seems like a cool effect. It's like basically giving you extra defense, right? Remove there. Just check it. I'm down with that. It's cool. Alright. Where have I been, Roach? No spores that away. This door is also locked. Or was that the same locked door? I'm all turned around, Roach. Damn it. Or was this the locked door? It was also locked. Okay, they knew I was coming. Someone tipped them off. They knew I was here. Damn it, Yennefer. Go tell the damn villagers I was heading your way. Hey. Just coming to loot your houses. Don't mind me. That's can't get in there. That's a damn door for days.
Then both forces attacked, one from either side. Cavalry swooped in from the wood. A wall of infantry marched from the swamp. Our boys wished to surrender, but the Black Ones would take no prisoners. They gathered our men, stood them in a circle, and cut down every last one like the butchers they were. Poppies cover the meadow now. Or perhaps they're king cups, drunk on blood from the soil.
Harrowing tale there, sir. Just here for the loot, though. Oh, I'm just here for the loot. Excuse me, old lady. Ah, you fools! You should have locked your door like the rest of them. Water. Saltpeter? Nice. God, I remember when I was on the hunt for saltpeter for a long time. Ooh. Broken rake. Oh, wait. Another broken rake. Good. Oh, damn it. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Son of a bitch. Water. Girl. There's a lot of broken rakes in this house. This is like a broken rake house. This is like the local hardware store. Oh, another red door. Okay. Curiosity peak. Come on, me. Switcher things. Torn out choke decoction. Ooh. I like all that. That's some good shit. Flowers. Ha. Oh, perfect. Alright, good stuff in this house too. So this town is either like, you're either going to run into a house that's locked, or a house that's got some good, shit.
I don't know. What are you?
Well, very occasionally you get a house like this which has got nothing in it. Or broken rakes, I suppose. Damn, I would have laughed if that was a broken rake. I set that up for your game and you should have knocked it down. Alright, so there's the town's... here's Roach. That's the town marker. Oh, there's a blacksmith. Hold on. Is it actually a blacksmith? No, or is it just the table? Wait, don't you find the blacksmith for this house? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. For this town, sorry. I'm pretty sure he's currently being abducted by bandits. He'll be back. I'll get him back. That's right, I remember that guy now. See, just little things like that I can still remember. Like, why is there no blacksmith? On door. Yes. A broken rake. There we go. This town has a fetish for broken rakes. Apart from that, that's pretty much all this town has to offer. There's not even an inn. Was it Mulberry Dale? Mulberry Dale? That is the Devil's Pit or whatever it is, I'm pretty sure. All the quests must be unlocked though. And then... where's that quest we got? Where's Neelan? Where art thou, Neelan? Where art thou? You're further west. Oh, you're quite west. Ah, good old boy Crow's Perch. Good old Crow's fucking Perch. Right, Neelan, we might put you off for a little bit. The question is, do I start attacking... question marks, that's probably the wrong way to put that. Or do I start actually going for the main quest? In Surrey's footsteps. The main quest would lead me just slightly further west. Not too much. It's not very far. It gives me this whole, like... okay, if I split... I always like to split Valen because it's such a big area, right, into like quarters. So this is like the northwestern quarter, right? I guess Oxenfurt kind of counts as the northwestern part as well. It would pretty much give me the whole northwestern part, even the north, started giving parts of the northeastern part, which is Crow's Perch and all this shit. There's not much, to be brutally honest, apart from remember the Plague Tower and stuff in the north. Sorry, that's the southwest, and then southeast is not a whole lot too either. This is like Crone territory, right? So I think we'll go for the main mish. We'll go for the main mish. Who's Roach? Lazy ass horse. The giant fucking griffin head on the side. Damn lazy horse. Horse. What horse?
That's it, Roach.
Where's the marker, Geralt? Okay. Found it. I'll take my own marker. Later, nerds.
Let's go.
Up you guys.
Step away.
Take it easy.
Do not
Priest the Eternal Fire.
All may draw from the well of the Eternal Fire's grace.
Yeah.
Approach.
Fuck you, Roderick. Huh? you gonna say now? Huh? Huh?
Move it!
Huh? Nothing, Broderick.
Move it! Move it!
Move it. I'll have you, son. I'm watching you, Roderick. Don't like the gist of your job.
What do you want?
Yes.
Rejoice, for even a
Fanatics.
creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add.
You had me at
I know
profit.
your kind don't work for free.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
Alright. Oh, sweet Jesus, destroy them. And they are a little bit spread out, aren't they? So we hit this one first. How do you change the tracks? Right. Come on, Roach. I'm scared of going on foot in these lands, to be brutally honest. I want to try my griffin decoction out. Ah, it's right here. Alright, definitely ghouls. Definitely the ghoul kinds. We'll pop a Quinn. We will pop a Silver Sword. We might even pop a Griffin Decoction. What's up, bitches? Ooh, that
Sure
does.
stinks like a mass grave.
Ooh, that does take a lot of toxic.
They burn well.
Back. Ow, lost again. Why is he on level 4? Okay. It was always a big one. Oh. They got him from downtown.
Ugly bastard.
Darn bitch. Yeah, so how long? Oh, I see the Griffin Decoction thing. So it lasts quite a while too, it looks like. Looks like it's going to last a wee while. Monster Tooth. Oh, look. Oh, Ash. Goody. Mass graves.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Baby. Take a shot of hooch. Shot of Igni. Right, one down. Any more loot around here? Damn skitty. Oh, an explodey barrel. Just for fun. Just for fun, right? Okay, so I might have to think about raising maybe Geralt's toxicity levels. If I'm going to start playing with decoctions and potions, 75 or 70 or whatever it is quite a lot. Alright, Roach. Good work. Good work, Roach. Yes. Okay, let's go for the main one then. Right on. Right on, magnificent stallion. Mia? You're Mia, right? What was that magnificent part again? I take it back. I quickly withdraw that magnificent Mia comment. Or it is Roach. Oh, sweet Jesus, what is that? Oh, dogs, Jesus! Bad dogs. Dodge them. Go drink some water too. I suppose I should drink some water. Switch off the driven decoction. It's a one-time deal. It's a one-time deal. I was ready. Shit.
Yeah, sure stinks like a
Oh,
mass
rot
grave.
fiends. That's not good. Rot fiends are not good. Rot fiends like to explode.
Now for the holy oils. Hope they burn well.
Ah, stay with me. I'll take you with that fucking banner in the way. At least they don't heal over time. See? Let's do it. Fucking six.
Time
Burn
down.
for a little bit. Oh, okay. That's what I mean. They explode. Cross-eyed queen. Is that all? Jesus. I don't like rot fiends. Okay. God's sake. Roach. Why are you getting in trouble? Oh, this is going to attract more, isn't he? She's going to attract more, sorry. Let's deal with this.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Big. First, come here. Stop playing with the dogs. Ah, fuck. Stop playing with the dogs. Bad boy. Alright, Roach. Try this again. Bastard horse. You bastard horse. Alright, one more. One more. Follow the yellow brick road. Well, this is spooky, isn't it? It's only somewhat spooky. Just over this little hill. Stay here, Roach, don't get in trouble. Oh, there's straight up people down there.
Shit, one's still up.
Need oils. I'm coming, good sir. Level 4. Angle. Where's level 4? Okay, he got it. Fuck. Fucked it up. What are you doing here, dude?
What are you playing at? My bestie? If it ain't that fucking priest, it's corpse eaters. I'm done with this damn town.
A priest?
We'd agreed to meet as usual, just a larger delivery. Good customer, I thought. Then they whipped out blades.
We still talking about a priest of the eternal fire?
I'd say so. Beat-stained pricks can't be trusted. This one had ordered premium-grade fisstech from me 3 times, everything perfect. But the 4th, his man came at us with knives, sought to knock us out of trade. Shoved me in that ditch with the corpses. Must have thought the ghouls would take care of the rest.
And to make sure, he hired a witcher to burn the bodies, destroy any evidence.
A witcher? Meaning you? So what now?
Nothing. Didn't pay me to burn the living.
Oh, thank the gods it's true what they say. Though mutants, you live by a code. Oh, thank you, Witcher.
We just let a drug dealer go. Alright, I don't know how I feel about that one. This ticks. So I gotta burn the last body, and then what? He's gonna be by the bridge to Novigrad, right? There it is.
Now for a shot of Igni.
Shot of Igni coming up. Burn. Baby burn. Return to the priest of the eternal fire. Where is that? Way, the dick's up there. Okay. I guess along the way we'll head up. Boop. Roach. Roach. So this guy is the priest again. Is all priests of the eternal fire is kind of a dick. This is how the priests of the eternal fires roll, right? They're all kind of bastards. Also, my decoction's still going. That's great. I just more dogs. I'll live more long. You dogs may live. So I'll kill you another day. I'm running out of horse stamina, so we're just gonna chill for a sec. Guess I need to run from something. Hey, look, it's a hangman tree. Oh, Roach. Get on the... So get on the road, Roach, but never mind. How far away is it? It's right down here. There's an enemy like right there.
What? Lost your
Oh,
nerve?
found it. Hey, you want to get sword out here? Well, at least I know it's here, though. It's a level 7, though. Jesus. Ooh. Ah, fuck, he's got friends. Gotcha. Hey, friend.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
You ever just watching this whole time? What the hell is this guy doing? Come here. Get late. Burn for a little bit, dude. Nailed him. This guy clearly didn't want to have his friends. He joined the party fucking late. I guess there's more bandits down there. Just gonna hazard a guess it has more bandits down here. Monster Den, okay, never mind. What the fuck is... Ah, knickers. We haven't seen a knicker before in, well, this playthrough anyway. That's our first encounter. There was a worried and they told us sort of breed face from here. Knickers are knickerphages, right? I'm gonna hazard, not spectres, you dick. No, they're orgrids, aren't they? Shit, they're not necrophages. There's that weird classification like trolls and stuff. Hey, boys. Probably gonna double queen there. Level 6. Oh, I might be out of my league. D. Oh, there's one there. That's the big one.
Come on, come closer.
It's on the ground. Friend, oh, the big guy. We'll burn these bastards. Okay. That shit. Fuck, alright, that guy flew out of here. He's like, no, I'm gone. Oh, green mutagens. I don't think I've got access to mutagen. Oh, I got, wait, actually, I put one in there at the moment, but I got this straight vitality, I believe. Oh, I hear more knickers. Hey, little buddy. Please, little guy, why don't you join them? Flawless. Blue mutagen. What's blue do? That's sign intensivity, right? And red's attack. Oh, this guy's very dead. Phosphor. Ooh. Ah. Also, chest. Don't mind if I do. Veto. Alright, that's just an alchemy substance, right? What's in here? Am I way out of my league down here? Do you know what we should do? We should pop. Probably gonna regret saying this. 15 toxicity, we can take that. Oh. Now he's super toxic, Geralt. I can see shit down here. Instead of carrying a torch. Oh. Superior Ursine armor. That's School of the Beer. We found it. Stumbled on to fucking treasure hunts. But it means I shouldn't be down here. Yeet. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, yeah, yeah,
How long are you gonna make me wait?
What are you doing, Geralt? Why are you locking that for? Oh, there's one behind me. Okay. So, fucking... I should probably use it again. Queen. Queen!
Lost your nerve?
Not gonna shit anymore. Alright. Oh, let's go to a torch. There must be a thing I can do, right? Put the sword away. I want the torch. Emits a dim light. Oh, I stuffed up. I can't remember how to use the torch. There we go. And that's the same button as the crossbow. Funny that. Funny how that works. Oh shit over here. Cool. Really good. That looks like troll stew, not knicker stew. Alpha and onion soup, right? I know what trolls like. Oh, that's a room stone. A chest, a chest. A Rego. A Marable sword. A whole bunch of other shit. Over here. What is over here in this damp, dusty cave? Alright, I think we're good. Roach is straight above me. The deer just want to say hello. Did you get rid of the niggers? I sure did, Mr. Deer. Come here, Roach. Oh, there's still this stuff in there. Did I miss treasure? Or is that... no? It says it's still active. Fuck, I'm gonna make it. Because yeah, it would go grey, right, if I found the treasure. That means there's still treasure down here. Shit. Right, I got all this treasure, so it can't be this stuff. Did I miss treasure? That's inexcusable, quite frankly. Up here. Let's see treasure up here. Huh. treasure I got. So hold on, this treasure. Dickhead. This must be it here, right? Insectoid oil. Yes. Oh, elemental oil too. Hoorah. What do I need for that stuff? I like oils. Oh, I need to get it out. Decoctions can go away. Oils, I can actually make one of them. Elemental oil. Now what's that? That's Rhinogrin. Okay, I'm just gonna get some Rhinogrin. Next herbalist I find, boom, they've got a sale. Now surely that's the cave done now, right? What kind of witcher would I be if I bloody missed that loop? Yeah, there it is. It's grayed out now. Perfect. Perfect.
Come on.
Okay, that was that quest. Hey, look. Why is there a guy there? Shopkeep. What's the shopkeep doing in a bandit thing? What would a shopkeeper be doing in a bandit's place? Hideout? Hideout, that's the word I was looking for. Not make as much sense to Geralt. Do you know what I'm just going for? You already had Hangman's Venom. God, I
so
was
fast,
having Hangman's
Roach.
Venom. Alright, what's down here? Excuse me, good sirs. I see you are a shopkeep. I come to buy supplies. Yes, that is all. Supplies. What is that? I can... Damn it.
Don't let him catch his breath.
Stab him. Oh, I love that trick. That's no... I remember that. Oh god, don't kick me, horse. The horse is kicked. Oh, you guys see me? They see me. Roll.
Come on, come closer.
You got bows and arrows? This guy does. Oh, they're level 9. Uh-oh. Oh, these guys are level 9. This is not good. Get away from me.
Go for the horse son's eyes. As a book, lads.
Who the fuck did that? Let's go with the arrows. Go with the arrows. Not good. Ah. Oh, okay. Run again. I picked a bad place to be. Come here. No bow and arrows today. Got him. That didn't quite work. I think I'm gonna take this guy out. Sorry, I've gone so far as we can't. This guy's his friends are going up on him. Let's try exit. Oh, it worked. It worked a treat. Oh, that's where you double good. Ah. Why should you have a queen just in case, right? This guy's level 9, he probably one shot me. So, let's throw it down a yard too, just for shits and giggles. Shits and okay. Good fight me in here, dude. Good fight me, dude. Don't take your shit. So I want my queen back. Ah. I didn't. You're into your shit. It dissipated before I could do anything. And that's how level 3 Geralt takes on level 9 bandits. Brutally. In fact. Strategy. On Death March 2, I'd like to add. Still got it. Apple. Oh, a cage key. Well, I could use that for something important. I'm assuming, like letting a person, maybe a merchant, out of a cage. Where's the dude? There's the archer guy. Oh, Corbier Cutlass, Redanian Herbal. Where's you guys got? Is it something else, right? Apart from a man in a cage. Saltpeter. What are those enemies? Are they more bandits? Damn right they are. Right, I might have celebrated a little prematurely. Fuck it. Jumped off, and I stabbed him in the face. I did some of you too.
Let's
Brain.
end this.
I'm gonna get one for you too, dude. Got him. That's how you knock off people on riding horses. The only problem is if a horse kicks you, you're fucked. Pretty much one shot you. I think. No, they can. Flawless. Alright. Now, time to let this guy out of this fucking prison cell. Hold on. Unsend letter. What's that one? Further one. My dear Helki. Helki? Remember when you said, Isbor, don't you go robbing folk? The gods don't like it, and besides, only refugees on the roads these days, and they're even poorer than us. How you were cross that I shrinked working in the fields and didn't bring a scrape home to put in the pot? Well, you're gonna have to eat these words, my dear. Gobble them all up with a hearty slice of humble pie and some baked crow on the side. Yesterday we cornered this merchant, and not a Gross Velen or Brenner man, but from Nilfgaard itself, you see, from the city of Golden Towers. Don't speak much common, but enough so we could understand each other. Yes, he was carrying some goods to the Black One's camp. We took everything he had, and I'm telling you, Halki, dearest, you've never seen so many crowns in your life. Nor could you ever hope to count that high. Now we're going to rough him up a bit more to make sure he hasn't hid some of his gold or goods. Once we cut off his thumbs, he'll spill the beans about any extra treats stashed in the soles of his boots. And once Mirko scolds him a bit, he'll tell us about the precious stones he's got sewn in the feed bag. Might tell us a great many such things of interest. In fact, you never know just what till you try. Tell the youngins Dar's going to be home soon. They'll bring them toys and treats, and they'll eat so many honey cakes their tummy's going to burst. For you, Halki, I'll bring a silver necklace and brooch, because while you can be awful cruel at me at times, I still love you, you naughty bint. Isbor, P.S. Throw on that night shirt with the lace and red beads for my arrival, and colour up your kisser somewhat.
Look from his stall by the bridge across the Pontar. Got goods for the army mostly. I'll make an exception for you.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Look from his stall by the bridge across the Pontar.
That's what I'm here too, dude.
For the army mostly. I'll make an exception for you.
So many fucking horses here, I can't tell whose horse is whose. I should just look along the one horse with a giant griffin head on its side. It's a pretty good indication it's mine. Okay, and then the priest is not far away actually. We've made our way north when we were supposed to go west. Good work, me. Good work, me. Excuse me, Mr. Merchant. This is another battlefield, I assume. Littered brightly with necrophages. It's a terrible bloody night. 1 AM. Can't let's meditate. Get rid of this toxicity. Meditation. Also, I leveled to 4. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise I went to 4. Can I do anything with my character? Oh, I can. I've got a slot. Interesting. Do I want to get one of these now? I do like having the medium armor. And the carry capacity would be nice too. I'm going to go for that one for now. Boom. More carry capacity, son. 150. Tasty. Tasty carry capacity. Alright, here's this damn priest. What a dick. Why have I got multiple things?
I'm watching you.
Why are they all coloured in this? This is not going to be good,
Witcher,
right?
have you completed your task?
Why do you priests take an interest in the fallen so late?
The Church of the Eternal Fire's first duty is to the living. You've no notion of the work we did just after the battle. The wounded needed tending, refugees, pastoral care. We had sermons to deliver, donations to collect.
Relieved to hear it. What would the people have done without you? So, took care of the graves. Interesting, actually. One of the corpses proved to be quite, well, alive. And pretty talkative.
What do you mean?
Fist tech dealer. One of them survived. Had an awfully interesting story to tell.
Intriguing. I would purchase this story from you. For all time. Exclusively.
Ooh, do you know what? Nah, fuck him.
You can hire me, but you sure as hell can't buy me.
Ah, an impasse. Then it will be cheapest to kill you.
3 on 1. Surely we'll manage, Witcher or not. Take him!
Do you see how many bandits I just killed, sir? Okay, I'm not doing too well. That's the wrong one. I just took Thunderbolt though, okay? He's not too bad. Oh! Jesus! I'll punch out that poor man. Die! Wait, he's not the poor man, he's the priest. He was a dick. Oh! Hey! I was finishing your freedom, sir. Wow. You've been thunderstruck. Wow. He had 200 crowns on him too. Thank you for the 200 crowns. That's pretty grim. Let's see, there's the Pontar. Oh, there's the Pontar just over here. Pontar Bridge, but I guess I'm not getting across that anytime soon, right? Here's the merchant, though. Wait,
Greetings.
what do you got?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
The first merchant I found. You will buy that shit for me too, which is interesting. He hasn't really got anything I want though, but I will sell him all my junk. He's got not much money though, to be honest. My broken rakes. Wait, how much were my broken rakes worth? Holy shit. I'll keep my key. And just like that, he's poor. Jesus. Here you go. Just like that, I've cleaned him out. Good.
Farewell.
Alrighty, guys.
Man, whip your arse.
How am I calling in there? How am I calling into the stream there? I feel like we were productive. There's a quest right in front of me, so we'll probably start with that one next time. But yeah, we're now in Velen, the wonderful land that is Velen. Oh man, what time is it? 5 o'clock. Another. I've lost all sense of time and days. What day is it? What year is it?
Freak of nature.
Final Fantasy 7 came out yet.
More interesting
I
things
don't know what I'm
from
gonna do with
my
that one. But yeah, it's been good. I probably won't stream again this evening because this kind of is technically getting into the evening. But I don't know, I didn't want to stream this morning because I just wanted to, it was just one of those days where I was like, I wanted to sleep in this morning. I don't want to stream. Although I do love streaming, so. We'll be back again tomorrow because, I mean, what else am I going to do? Play Witcher 3, of course. But yeah, we're in Velen now. We're level 4, we're starting to get there. Like, we've got a lot. We've dipped our toes into Velen. We've done bugger all. Bugger all. But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. Hold on. What? You missed this earlier, so I hope this works. Ready?
The Baron's man whip your arse.
This looks like a job for one man. One man only. Who solved the case of the priest and the fistic dealer? Detective Geralt. That's who. One man.
This be the Witchman.
Hope that played the audio too, because to me it doesn't play the audio, but it plays it on playback, so I hope that worked. I thought I'd dust that old chestnut off. That's the old chestnut from the top 6 quests video from like forever ago. I found it when I was just playing with my hard drive, because this is how bored I've been. I was like, do you know what? It did play the audio? Good. Detective Geralt. Always gets his man. Yeah, I found that old chestnut on my hard drive from when I made that video. Back when I actually made videos. And I was like, I'm going to dust that off, because that fits well with what I'm doing currently. Detective Geralt on the case again. Alright. Thanks for hanging, thanks for chilling. Look after yourselves, stay safe. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging, thanks for chilling. Appreciate it as always. And we'll be back again tomorrow with some more Witcher 3 a good. Take care now. Bye. Bye. I gotta stop the pump. Everything's tangled. Oh shit. Never mind. This is flawless. Flawless. You're up. Alright. Goodbye.